Well, thanks for joining me on this playthrough of Elspeth. I'm a little bit late to the party. I know that she's been around for a little while, but I've only just bought this DLC, and I'm a big fan of magic and guns in the Warhammer universe, so seems like it would be a good match. Not sure why I didn't buy this sooner, but let's take a look at what she's got. I'm sure you've already seen all of this before. Has access to the Imperial Gunnery School, enabling access to unique unit upgrades and special units. Research rate is increased. Reduced upkeep of gunnery units in all armies, not just hers. Double experience gain for artillery and gunner units in all armies as well, so that's pretty good. For her specifically, she's immune to vampiric corruption, attrition I should say, so that means that we could probably make a run straight for Sylvania and try and consolidate that into our lands. Cooldown minus 20% for Law of Death. Yeah, I understand she's a death wizard, and she gets Dark Walker, so she gets Strider, and she also gets physical resistance plus 40%, and that's an active ability. It's not like it's passive or anything like that, but that could be pretty useful too, especially when she's on a dragon. I believe that she does get a dragon. This is going to be played on hard campaign and normal battle difficulty, so let's go in.
To die is to find eternal sanctuary, safety from the horrors of this land. But to study death, to know its secrets, is to venture down a path that few dare tread. Atop her blackened tower, the graveyard rose, Elspeth von Draken fights to protect the fallen, driving back the forces of evil. A perennial guardian of the Empire.
Beneath death's shadow, our enemies fall. The enemies of Wissenland shall embrace their mortality.
Alright, well that was a pretty impressive introduction. I thought I'd watch that since I've only just got this DLC. It'd be interesting to watch. I wish it was a little bit longer. One of the things that I notice coming from historical titles like Rome 2 Total War, for example, which I play all the time, is the fact that down here in the bottom right where you have your objectives and missions, when I play Rome 2 Total War, I tend to love following that because it takes you down an historical path and you try to complete those missions. It gives you a kind of path to follow through, whereas with Warhammer 3 Total War, these are usually very generic. You get just things like, you know, destroy this faction, destroy that faction, whereas I feel like it's a little bit more RPG, a little bit more in depth in the historical titles, but I'm very much looking forward to this one, and that was a very nice video to watch. So let's have a look at some of this. So Magistrix, Elspeth von Draken feels the coming danger of an ancient evil staring somewhere in the world. In service to the Elector Countess of Wissenland, she must help strengthen the Empire's borders and authority as she waits for the evil to show itself. Okay, so that's tied in with perhaps some of our end game scenarios there, the crisis. With access to the military advancements of the Imperial Gunnery School, she empowers herself further using her unique knowledge of the Amethyst Winds of Shyish and the Gardens of Moor. I understand the Gardens of Moor allow us to basically teleport to different Empire cities, so that'd be nice. Securing the Empire's borders and ensuring the Imperial Gunnery School reaches its pinnacle will earn Wissenland and Nuln their campaign victory. Okay. Brilliant. Our first mission has been issued. Wissenland prides itself in sparing no expense to thwart the Empire's ever-encroaching foes. The Elector Countess decrees full access to the Imperial Gunnery School's advancements granted to you. The Imperial Gunnery School panel offers special upgrades for gunnery and artillery units in return for schematics and from the damage such units inflict in battle. So basically it sounds like the more damage you do in battle with guns and artillery, the more schematics you get, and then you can use them to upgrade. So fairly straightforward if I've understood that correctly anyway. So treasury, if we complete this, it's going to be 1,000, and then we get a prototype field coat marks 24, ammunition increased, fire rate, right, okay, got it. So we need to purchase a unit upgrade in the Imperial Gunnery School. Defeat an army belonging to the following faction in battle: the Count of the Night. Our enemies gather to strike against us, attack first and deny them the opportunity to reach full strength. Sure, yep, got it. So we usually end up
engineer.
So engineer, I don't believe this is yeah, so I think he's come with the DLC, hasn't he? Because
my calculations will ease our
can't
journey.
remember him being
Elspeth von Draken.
so let's see what we've got down here. Recruit amethyst units. So we get some unique amethyst units which we don't have access to yet. We can recruit from the Elector Count state troops, and obviously regiments of renown. Now, I have to admit, I haven't played a lot of Empire recently. I tend to go for dwarves, I tend to go for Skaven or beastmen. I think they're the ones I tend to have a lot more fun with, so I haven't actually played this one for a little while, but I can see that this is a little bit different now. Imperial Gunnery School, let's take a look at this then. Imperial Gunnery School. The Imperial Gunnery School panel offers special upgrades for gunnery and artillery units in return for schematics. Clicking the unit image displays each category's potential upgrades. The list of units to potentially receive the displayed upgrades is shown here, and each upgrade's effects are listed when a category is selected. Each upgrade costs schematics to permanently add its effects to all selected category units. Some Imperial Gunnery School upgrades are available to purchase from the start, while more advanced ones require the skill to be increased to a higher tier level. The requirements to increase the Gunnery School's tier level and the associated rewards can be viewed in the tooltip at the top. Completing the Imperial Gunnery School's tier 2 requirement unlocks the Amethyst Armory, where schematics can be spent on exclusive limited Amethyst units and powerful restocking. So it's kind of like different variations and iterations of things, like, you know, like Ickit Claws, laboratory and things like that. Yeah, that sort of adds a little bit of flavour to each particular unit, doesn't it? So here we are at tier 1. Upgrade this tier by completing the following objectives. We need to maintain a total of 3 units of the following type, so we need handgunners. Ensure that the following building has been constructed. We need a firearms academy. Perform 3 gunnery school upgrades, and then we'll get rewards for that. So yeah, we'll look to improve this. I think that's very much like the Ickit Claws laboratory as well, isn't it? If I remember correctly. We can click on this one. It's going to affect all of these units here. We can't upgrade because we don't have the schematics, but yeah, that's basically what it would do. Missile strength plus 10% for gunnery infantry units. Alright, now I'm a big fan of Ickit Claw. I do usually play as Ickit Claw down here in Skaven Blight, because he I do like gun units. I'm a big fan of them.
Lady of Shaiish.
Okay, we'll do the fight in a second. I just want to quickly look at the technology tree. This looks familiar to me. Looks very similar to what we've got before. Teachings of Tillus, is this? College of Magic experience gain plus 25 for all spellcasters. Construction time reduced for battle wizard recruitment buildings. I don't think we're going to be building that one just yet. Gardens of more fast travel costs. So obviously there are some new things added in here. Advisor to null, schematics gain post battle plus 15%. That seems like it would be a good one to do first, because obviously every battle is going to give us some schematics, so I think we'll go for that one first. Ordinarily I think I do usually go for sort of armor or something like that, or maybe some sort of economic benefit, but we'll go for the advisor to null.
What are we if we do not advance?
I'll just quickly take a look at our diplomatic situation. I've heard that diplomacy is something that's quite important with Elspeth, so this is probably a panel that we're going to spend a lot of time on. If I look at quick deals, I can see that we can already create non-aggression pacts. I don't see why we wouldn't do that.
What?
So let's do that. Let's start with Reichland.
I hold Galmaraz. You may bow.
I could get money for that, but it doesn't seem worth it. I think we do you get sort of diplomatic points for not asking for the money, but we'll do a non-aggression pact. I don't see why we wouldn't do that. I might be kicking myself in a moment if I see a bit of land that I want and I can't get it because I've done a non-aggression pact there. We can also do that with Sterling as well. I've got one mod on this, by the way.
Surely an agreement will be reached.
Yeah,
for are we not all sons of Sigmar?
why not? Yeah, I've got one mod on this, and that's that that you can recruit legendary lords. So I have got that mod active. We may not need it, but we'll see.
I foresee great suffering.
Alright, so I suspect that they're going to be using the dogs there, the dire wolves I should say, to try and wipe out my artillery. We've got a nice little advantage point up here. This looks like a nice place for artillery, doesn't it?
Great cannon!
So let's place our artillery on top of this hill, and have we got what are these then? Missile infantry. Oh, so they look like yeah, so armor, leadership, and speed are not as good. But they do have more. Yeah, there's only 60 of them, whereas there's 120 of these swordsmen, and so they have more health. But yeah, they actually look like they could defend themselves, these iron sides, if they were attacked. I'll put some spearmen in the forest here, and put these just ahead. We'll get some foot soldiers up front. He is a support specialist, so he's ranged. He doesn't seem to be bringing anything to the table at the moment in terms of passive abilities or anything like that. Let's bring her up here. I mean, this seems like a decent spot to start, so we'll go with this and just start deployment and start the battle. Now, I've watched people playing Total War.
The enemy feels themselves indestructible.
And clearly you get some people playing this that are fantastic at the game. I'm not. So I'm not fantastic at this game. So don't expect, I mean, expect to see lots of mistakes being made. For a start, we're wasting that on the zombies. Do we have any decent... I didn't have a look to see whether we had any graveguard or anything, but we're clearly not wanting to waste that on the zombies. In fact, I think for the cannon... Oh, I thought it had bonus to large, but it doesn't. But either way, we'll still fight that at the Crypt Horrors. Probably want to bring one of these shield back. See what we'll do. Let's... Hopefully it's not too late. Let's get you up here at the front.
Quick march!
Because they do have charge reflection. So having them at the back there seems a bit silly actually. The charge bonus of course is poor, but for these it's not. So I think I'll put them into the group and they're going to be ready to charge. And what does she have?
The Dark Lady of
What's this over here? Dark Walker, so that's a physical resistance, and then over here we've got the usual Dread Knight. So we'll be putting that on one of our speed units, and can you reach it? Not yet.
Engineer! Handgunners!
I feel like they're wasted because they're not going to be seeing, so I'm already off to a fantastic start.
Pick your targets!
Elspeth von Draken. As Buna fell, I call doom upon them.
So that charge reflect may or may not have worked. Let's get them charging in.
Handgunners! Shoot them! Powder dry! Ready for war! Great cannon! Halt! Sigma Core!
Probably stop our artillery altogether there, actually.
I draw upon death. By the amethyst wind!
Handgunners! Last magic against them! It is against Sigma's teachings! Look out!
Oh, that's nice.
Keep your hands down, men! Sighted and ready! Moving!
Don't know if he's actually going to be able to get through there.
Loaded, sir!
The graveyard rose.
They look like they're struggling. She actually does pretty decent damage, 320 armor piercing damage, so maybe I should actually be, let's see how she does. I'll send her in. She's going to be fantastic on dragon, on a dragon anyway, but, this lasts for 30 seconds, so we'll activate that now as well.
By Ulrich's wrath! Ready for war!
That was pretty good. How's her health holding up? Well, she is taking significant damage actually, so
Elspeth
as you would expect, I mean, she is actually in a row.
Chasing the shadow of death!
For Heldenhammer!
Spiritor of Shaiish!
So she's gone out there, she's fought bravely.
Swordsman! For Heldenhammer! Spot us the target! Go!
See, I don't really feel... I'd love an area of effect spell there, I really would.
Hand gunners!
Right, you come back, come on here. Oh, that's nice.
Enemy wizard spotted! Keep your heads down, men! They're casting spells!
That's a nice volley.
Look out! Gifted tinkerer!
God, he's getting annihilated. I tell you what, just get rid of them
Ready
dogs
to fire!
and see how we get on there. Hopefully we don't hit our own man. We might do. Let's see how these guys get on. A little bit close. I don't think they're firing. No, they can't. They can't fire. Never mind. So as you can see from this start, I'm not the greatest I'm not the greatest at this game.
Death take you!
I'm sure that... I mean, look at him. He's actually... I don't really know what I'm doing wrong here. I mean, surely... I would have thought they would have wiped the dogs out by now, but maybe not. Let's see if I can just get you out of here.
A new view! A matter of locomotion!
I suppose sending a gunner into the dogs was probably a mistake.
In motion!
Could you imagine if I lost him in the first battle? Oh, look at Elspeth! Oh god.
Spearman!
Christ almighty. So yeah, let that be a bit of an introduction to me playing Warhammer 3 Total War. This is going to be a relatively short campaign. Close victory. Okay, so there's the schematics, 56, okay. Alright, so yeah, we've got some experience for Elspeth, we've got some treasure, we've got some schematics. Obviously took a huge beating there. I mean, I thought I'd just give her a go, but I'm sure that when she's on a dragon, she's going to be fantastic. I feel like I should go for army replenishment because we took a hammering enough. You know, yeah. You gotta get used to, you gotta get a feel for the new units and stuff, haven't you? That's my excuse. Defeat an army. So we've done that anyway, we've got our treasury. Okay. Capture Dottenbach. Now, I'm sure that when you've played this, you've had a full army here and you've just gone straight in and taken it. I've got a feeling Yeah, I mean, look at that. Although they are mostly some fellbats, they are mostly zombies. I can imagine things like fellbats are going to give me some problems trying to protect my
Shaiish empowers me.
trying to protect my my gunnery crews. We can see there that I'm taking attrition, whereas if I stick to the roads,
bodies of the dead.
can I just creep in? Look, it says 51, 46%. No, I was thinking maybe I'd be able to go into an encamp stance in my own territory there, but I'm not going to be able to do that.
Amethyst Magistrix.
Let's have a look at Null. So Null, we are able to recruit free company militia. So I think what I'm going to do is
Lady of Shaiish.
we're just going to take that extra turn
Amethyst
and
Guardian.
use that extra turn to get some free company militia. Although we also have the Pistoliers. Yeah, I think we'll go for free company militia to begin with. Let's just
Amethyst Mage.
see what she's got in terms of skills. I usually spend a lot of time in the blue here to begin with. So she doesn't take vampire attrition. I'm not too bothered whether we take that one then, because that's probably the attrition we're going to come into contact with fairly early on. Removing corruption could be a good one, given the fact that we're going to head over to Sylvania. Recruitment cost here. Battle healing cap reduced by 25%, so the cap is reduced, and that is going to be opened up at level 12. Yeah, so this is what I was thinking. So what's this? What's this one? Is this a mount? Grants the banner. Oh no, banner. So yeah, look at the armor. So straight up to 70, massive amount of speed, melee attack. She gets a few good little so that's at rank 16. We've got some time before we get there. Doom firing. So I see that these banners, she gets a lot of access to banners here, so that'll be nice. Enables fire attacks on the Lord or Hero, enables frostfire attacks. Doom firing. Burning head, bounce bow, that's... Well, that is great. Does she just... Oh, uses one. I was going to say, does she get access to, like, that quite frequently? Okay, well, I think we should start with strengthening her magic. How's that? And then Pistol Corpse is obviously going to be one we go for. But let's get her yeah, I was going to say let's get her the Purple Sun, because it looks as if she gets bonuses to that as well. Oh, and she gets regeneration. Okay, great. Right.
I must keep my weakness for arcane trinkets in check.
Increased mobility is one I tend to always go for first. So he's a little bit like the Warlock Engineer, by the looks of it. Looks like he's going to strengthen ranged weaponry and increase mobility. There's the non-gunnery school, Black Rose Chapter House. That looks nice. So yeah, we'll be getting those two in. Getting access to mortars and war wagons. Oh, look at all these wizards as well. Oh, that is the Wizards Conclave. I feel like I also want a heavy cavalry right now as well. So there's so much to choose from. And I think if we had a heavy cavalry just positioned behind our artillery units and our gun units, if they did send the dogs or the bats, we could probably wipe them out relatively quickly. Decisions. So this one, Knights of the Black Rose, so I think they're relatively new for her. Get those. Get one of them. I'm either going to go for this one for the wizard. No, let's go for some cavalry, because I think that's pretty important. And we've got plenty of gold, so why not do that as well?
Rider
Alright.
of the Dragon Incarnate.
Ensure that the following building has been constructed. The library. Oh, okay. I wonder if that's because I selected these stables, and so it's just saying, okay, we want you to upgrade that. Maybe that's what it's doing. Nuln is known to many as the jewel of the Empire, and not without good reason. As the Empire's industrial as well as cultural heartland, this sprawling city contains many manufactories providing heavy weapons, munitions and ordnance, in addition to the Imperial Gunnery School, whose role is to train the Emperor's artillerists. Is that a word? In the ways of modern mechanized warfare. There are some, however, who believe that only a fraction of Nuln's potential is currently being exploited. The rulers of the Empire have demanded the development of a new cavalry doctrine, so Theodore Bruckner may join Imperial armies in the field. View this as an opportunity for Nuln to further earn its already well-deserved title of Bastion of the South. An investment in cavalry will warrant Bruckner's attention. Okay, so this is a new hero as well, isn't it? I'm aware of. So yeah, maybe no matter what we chose there, it would generate that. So you know, if we chose what am I doing? If we went on to something else instead of cavalry here, maybe it would have said the same thing. Alright, there's no point waiting any longer, so I might as well have this battle and hopefully not wipe out in this introductory stage. Hopefully this isn't sort of, no, it is an open battle. I mean, obviously I could just click this and get through it, but part of the excitement here is watching me fail, so why don't I just have this fight as well. Alright, let's take the high ground.
Great cannon!
Our guns are gonna basically push forward. Oh, we've also got the let's see, let's put you in between the swordsmen. Like that. Maybe we'll keep the spearmen on the flanks this time. And I think we're gonna play it safe with the heroes there, so we'll keep them at the back. Let's keep everybody grouped. Right. That's going to give us a bit of a wall there. So we'll keep a spearman just here because I can see them trying to flank. Let's get a spearman down here. Let's get our heroes a bit further up.
Quick march! Sighted and ready. Hellstorm rocket battery! Take position! Shoot them!
Alright, I want to put them in guard mode because I don't actually want them to start wandering off. Pull these forward, and I think I'll actually bring them just forward a little bit just so we can see over the top of them. Pull them back a bit.
The Empire endures!
It's not zombies I want.
Your targets!
Is he predominantly zombie skeletal warriors?
Crew to cannons! To us, the foe! Crew to cannons!
If you can just take out their bats because they're going to annoy me, I can already tell.
Swordsman!
Oh, no. There we go. It's something like that. Right, Elspeth. Strengthen them. Take him out.
Our weapons are yours! Yes, sir!
Right, don't run away.
Ready to engage! Engineer! Ha! Ready!
Knew those bats were going to annoy me. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Shoot them! Withdraw!
Hopefully I don't lose them.
By forge and firearm! Immediately!
By the amethyst wind!
Fire! My Sigmar's will! Battle protocol!
I feel like I should just send the hero
so.
in because I think it takes him about 60 seconds just to get him.
Free company for the twin-tailed comet!
Wizardess of Nuln. Damn you!
No, I don't actually feel like charging her in. She didn't do that well last time.
Take thee!
Missile infantry! Handgunners!
Come on, shoot!
All ranks fire!
I mean, they're winning, but they're just taking their time about it.
Elspeth von Draken.
Quite proud of these guys. The Free Company militia seem to be holding up at the moment. Okay, you come back.
Go!
Do not let them bats go.
Sigma calls! For the comet!
Pain in the ass.
Hellstorm! Yes, sir, quickly! My dome!
Stop running away.
Shalia protects us!
Elspeth von
Who
Draken.
seems to be getting that ass kicked? You. Okay, pull back up now.
No lingering! Take the ground!
Advance!
Her leadership effect needs to definitely be
I
further
go
up.
to glory!
Hellstorm
Get back
rocket
on now.
battery! Gifted tinkerer!
Yeah, they've legged it, I think.
Our weapons are yours!
Get back on now.
At speed! Handgunners! Sigma preserve us!
Hit you up.
Moving now! Ready for war!
Right, target
yes,
him.
sir! Quickly!
No chance. He's coming
I
for
go,
Elspeth.
chasing the shadow of death.
Right!
Leg it.
Shaiish carry me. As Buna fell, I call doom upon them.
Free
For the
Company militia.
twin-tailed comet!
Yeah, they look like they could
Yes,
definitely use
sir!
help.
Quickly!
Reinforce that.
Handgunners! In range! Spearmen! Sigma calls!
I need to pull her forward to
Yes!
give some kind of yeah, their combat. They're struggling.
We are ready!
Need to get a good view of that army there. So maybe about that.
Quick march!
Elspeth von Draken.
Spearmen! Take position! Free company! Go! Engineer! Handgunners!
Elspeth von
They
Draken.
probably need that.
Shadows at my call.
Swordsmen! Free company!
Pokemon, get back in.
No lingering!
Get in on him.
Get them! They are using dark forces against the enemy. We are ready! Master craftsman!
He can't actually see him.
Beware the whistle! A new view! In motion!
Ah, there we go.
Powder dry!
Close victory again. So there's quite a few kills on some of these units, and I feel like it's probably because of the magic attack granted by her, I forget the name of the spell, the one I was putting on them. So I did put, like, they've done almost double the damage up here, he's done like double the damage, so it's probably because of that spell. We've got the Crown of Command. I know that's unbreakable on a unit. That's probably going to come in handy the way this is going, actually. Of course we're going to occupy.
Raise our standards here.
Potion of Foolhardiness. This gives us charge bonus and unbreakable. I don't think we've got anybody that we can give that to yet, but that's obviously going to go on some sort of captain. Maintain control of one of Whistleland, of course. And so that's going to be our next target. Yeah, I can't really see it very clearly. So yeah, of course, Wissenberg is going to be the next target for us. So we've got access now to an iron mining pit, which is going to give us a little bit of income and reduces the recruitment cost of swordsmen, great swords and knights. Okay, well that's pretty good. And maybe we can now... no. I thought maybe now that we've got access to iron, people might want to trade with us, but not quite yet.
Elspeth
What is that?
von
Empire
Draken.
region. So that just means, so this region counts towards imperial authority progression, and that is this up here, which I think there's been a change, hasn't it? Because again, the last time I played this, maybe last time I played this campaign, you had something down here on the right hand side which allowed you to recruit certain units. Maybe it has been some time since I played this. I The greater the number of Imperial lands in Imperial hands, the greater your authority over the faction, your faction. Imperial authority is the measure of how many regions within the Empire are owned by your culture. At the moment we're getting +5 to growth and +1 to control. If this drops, mercenary replenishment rate, yeah, okay. And if it's maximum, good things happen. Okay, so that's what we're trying to get to. Fair enough, yeah. Okay, so we've
Amethyst
our next
Magistrix.
target is Wissenberg. Let's get that done. Let's get another couple of units recruited. Maybe it is a good idea to go for Pistoliers to tackle situations like the bats there. Kiting them seems like a good idea.
I call upon your might.
For now we'll give it to him, but we're going to probably take that off him and give it to somebody like a captain. Boost income sounds like a good idea, but I think I'll go down this line here. Because he was struggling a bit there as well.
Join me, for the pillars of the world tremble.
Obviously it was my fault I put him into those situations, but sometimes I might need him to do that. And let's do Root Marcher and Life Leeching.
Add it to my collection.
Okay, let's have a quick look at our diplomatic status. So we're not at war with anybody except this one, which we're going to finish off in a second. Yellow. What does yellow mean? Because it's not up here. Which just means, well, no, neutral's grey, so I'm not really sure what that is in terms of diplomatic. But anyway. Got a couple of... Oh, and then we're going to go for Steingard. So yeah, we're just going to work our way south here through these. This looks like our immediate goal. Can we do anything up here yet? Yes, we could. We have actually got the schematics now. So missile strength plus 10% for gunnery infantry units. I mean, let's just do it.
Every blade and bullet will find its mark.
So, I'm guessing this is kind of progressed a little bit. Yeah, that's... We're not able to do that just yet, I remember. Yeah, okay. For doing that we have gained armor, so that's nice. Good.
Dark Lady of Nuln.
She can't wear that though, because it's got to be on an engineer. So he gets extra ammunition, resistance to fire, and resistance to missile fire. Okay. So it's not really that great, really. Just giving him more ammunition. Ensure that the... Oh, sorry, this is mission successful. Okay, great. Yeah, 1500.
Elite troops and potent weaponry, honed and enchanted in the gunnery school, shall bolster our strength.
Alright, we need to upgrade the Imperial Gunnery School to Tier 2. That'll give us access to a big chunk of schematics, okay. So...
As fate requires.
So we do have access to a lot more units now, but of course we're just going to go straight in here. Let's have a look at the garrison. Yeah, it's pretty meager.
I'll have your soul.
So let's just consolidate this. Let's just consolidate this province.
For Sigmar and Verena.
I don't really want to lose this, so I was actually just planning to auto-resolve this, but I think, you know, I don't want to lose a unit, so... I quite like the fact that we're playing as Empire, because I quite like the maps. Yeah, quite like the maps, I like the greenery, I like the trees.
Elspeth von
Stick you in between again. Seemed to work last time.
The Dark Lady of Nuln, Mage of Death.
Again, see if I can go for a... Put them in one group for now.
Missiles ready, my
High position.
Pistoliers!
Form up.
The bats go at 110, we go at 90, so the bats are probably going to catch us. It's not the best idea, I suppose, to
Elspeth von Draken. Act pace.
go too far, but let's see if we can just kite them a little bit.
Taking aim! To battle! Charge! Sir!
Okay, leg it,
Sigma guides us!
leg it.
Go! Shalya protects us! No lingering! For Heldenhammer! Hellstorm rocket
Not
battery!
zombies, skeleton warriors, go for
For
them.
Heldenhammer!
Oh, hello.
Show us the foe! Understood! Spearman! Quick march! Yes, sir! To battle! Formation!
Go there.
March!
Oh, we got rid of the bats, so that's nice. So now you can just stick skirmish back on and...
Yes, sir! Quickly!
Can you reach him?
The Empire endures! Prepare for combat! At speed! Show us the foe! Yes,
Pull back
sir!
a little
Go!
bit.
Great cannon! Hand gunners! By Galmaraz! Pistoliers! By Galmaraz! In range! Spearmen!
Probably can take out those dogs.
Wizardess of Nuln.
Does anybody need your support? Yeah, they do. Anybody look like they're legging it yet? Not quite yet, so we're ready to use our crown of command when needs be. Try and work him down a little bit.
will need more in time.
Powder dry! Powder dry! Now!
Yeah, so those dogs are
Slay them!
getting hammered. Oh, what's going on? Skeleton warriors have broken through.
Standing
How the hell
by
did that happen?
for the Emperor! Our steeds are restless! Hand gunners! Show us the foe! Shoot them! Quick march!
Okay,
Engage!
come back round. Try not to get caught.
Let's have
Elspeth von
Charging.
Draken. As Buna fell,
Anyone
I
legged
called
it yet? I
doom
don't
upon
think
them.
so. They look like... Oh, there. I want them to be unbreakable.
Don't stop until they're all dead!
By the amethyst wind, shadows at my call. Death take you!
Hand gunners! Taking position!
Get over here.
We serve France! Powder dry! Hand gunners! Formation!
The
March!
Free Company militia there are really struggling.
Formation! March! I Sigmar's will! Free Company!
God, are they still there?
Take their heads! Great cannon! General! Quick march!
I can shoot
Yes,
them
sir!
back. Pull
Quickly!
round. Some more coming back there.
Ready for war! No lingering! Free Company!
Jesus Christ.
Engineer! Gifted tinkerer! Behold! Pistoliers! Take the ground! In range! For the Emperor!
My swordsmen are really struggling.
Sigmar guides us! Shoot them! I cannot abide them! Engineer! Marching! Yes, General?
The graveyard rose.
Oh, that was a wasted spell. So we've got access to a dragon helm. I don't know if it's just the way I'm playing, it probably is, but my artillery don't seem to be doing very much at all at the moment. Obviously with the vampire count, with access to wolves and bats, you know, the whole point of them is to take out your artillery, and they're doing a fairly good job, but I don't seem to be getting anything off. I am moving my artillery at the beginning of the battle into place, which is usually at a high point, a sort of vantage point, which is maybe taking away some of the time they've got to really get off some shots. But yeah, I'm definitely doing something wrong as far as that's concerned.
Standards here.
Okay, so successful. We've managed to control the province. As a result, we've managed to grab hold of the Shield of Talos. Province is a large land area. Yeah, we know that. She's achieved victory over the vampire counts multiple times, which gives leadership to the whole army. That's going to come in useful, of course, because we're heading south at the moment, but then we are going to be heading east towards Sylvania. So that's going to be coming in useful. She's managed to get the dragon helm. Issue commandment across the province. Yeah, of course. Control looks like it would be a good one. I think we're already managing to reduce vampire corruption. That's just because of conquest next turn only, so probably go for growth and construction costs reduction. We've now gained access to this, so we can get a couple of decent units.
Elspeth von Draken.
We might as well give her something like that. Although she was wearing the dragon... No, we'll keep the dragon helm on her. We could do recruitment cost reduction, given the fact that I'm just about to recruit. Why not?
This belongs in my archives.
He's already got armor, so we're not really that bothered about that, so we'll probably just keep that for another time. Let's go for piecing shots.
We are the strength of the Empire.
Okay, so I feel like, you know, we have a relatively healthy income. Let's get a heavy cavalry. I think we need a stronger front line, definitely. Let's get another one of them and another one of them.
Onward!
Still not yet.
This night.
Now, of course, I'm not going to do this, but I'm just curious.
You reek of anguish or hopelessness.
So look at that. I could form a defensive alliance and then get some vampire units. Now, I'm just thinking, because she is a death wizard, it would be quite interesting to try and sort of acquire some death units early on. I don't think I will do that, obviously. I don't think they'd be very loyal to me anyway, really, would they? But it is interesting you get that. I like the new diplomacy. I say new, obviously they upgraded the diplomacy a long time ago, but I like that aspect of it, that you can build up alliance points and get other units in from other factions. I quite like that. That's sort of a saving grace for Warhammer.
For Verena and Nuln.
Okay, let's just have a quick look at this, 2 seconds. Issue the commandment, yes. Upgrade the Imperial Gunnery School, that's something we're doing. Ensure that the library building has been built. So clicking on this, we've got 2 turns to get 1 more. So we do need growth in this province, that's for sure. We definitely need growth. Once I've done some recruitment this turn, I think I'm going to demolish the training field and replace it with something that gives us growth. So we've issued that commandment and got our Sword of Might. Again, this is it's probably something that's going to go to a dedicated warrior later on, but for now we'll give it to Elspeth. Maybe when she's on a dragon, that'll come in useful.
Every device has its secrets. I must extract them.
Let's get rid of that.
Wielder of the Pale Scythe.
Where are our handgunners coming from?
Amethyst Mage.
Oh, they're coming from here, aren't they? Yeah, that's alright then, yeah. Get rid of that.
For Verena and Nuln.
So Faldorf is a walled settlement, and they do have grave garden stuff, and the corpse, crypt sorry.
Amethyst
We are a little
Guardian.
bit beaten up. I'm wondering whether to just take one more turn.
Join me, for the pillars of the world tremble.
Yeah, maybe we'll do one more turn, and we'll get another set of handgunners in. Should we go for some more knights? This is going to set us back a little bit. Maybe outriders. How about that? We'll just take one more turn to just do some quick replenishment. Always worth checking. Have a look at this again. Yeah, we've got 148, so that's nowhere near enough to do anything in here yet. Alright, yeah, well, we've unlocked the Gardens of Moor. So when the Cult of Moor establishes new gardens, Elspeth is given the opportunity to establish new towers in return for her aid in times of need. Okay.
The Gardens of Moor are bastions of solitude in this dark world, where my arcane research and rapid transposition are made manifest.
Alright, so as part of her arcane learnings, Elspeth spends time roaming between her black towers situated within the Gardens of Moor. A magical storehouse travels with her, imbued with the ancient magic of Fosric, to transport her forces and coveted artifacts. So friendly or neutral empire-owned settlements known to Elspeth can be selected here to construct up to 5 Gardens of Moor. Once constructed, Elspeth and her army can travel instantly to a selected Gardens of Moor via the fast travel button. Gardens of Moor also offer powerful buildings viewed in the province overview panel via the button to the right of the building icon. Select any existing gardens for the option to deconstruct and make space for gardens at a different location. Teleport available, build available. Yeah. Okay, how do I get off this? Mission issued, construct the Gardens of Moor. As the dragon flies. We need at least 80 Imperial Authority, we're on 64.
Wielder of the Pale Scythe.
Let's click back on this again just to take a look. So teleport available. Select any existing gardens, build available. So what am I missing? Sorry, I thought that... So is something going to appear here? Oh, right, okay. Okay. Construct a new Gardens of Moor. Well, that seems to be what we need to do, so let's do that. Oh, and it's instantaneous. Almighty Moor demands respect wherever his cultists reside. A garden temple of tombs ought to be worthy act of worship, with the tower at its heart steeped in the magic of death. The Gardens of Moor panel allows the construction of black tower buildings in any visible, friendly or neutral empire settlement for powerful benefits. I can imagine this being pretty good when we sort of expand throughout the entire map and she can just jump across the map. That'll be pretty good. Elspeth has long-standing alliances with the Cult of Moor. With each new garden, she erects a new tower that she might call home. Use the Gardens of Moor to travel. Okay. Let's get that growth thing before I forget. Oh yeah, we also want this, don't we? So we're definitely going to get that, but let's go for growth first. So let's build some fields for farming. And another 7 turns before we can upgrade that. So I think I'm going to upgrade this one so that we can expand our fields even further. Yeah, that makes sense to me, I think, anyway.
Rider of the Dragon Incarnate.
Seems to be telling us that we can still build here. Am I missing something again? There's a hammer there.
Dark Lady.
Right, okay, so that's where the
Night.
logo, right, okay, the icon goes. So what we got here, Black Tower. Elspeth frequently divides her time between her towers, studying the darkest magics in silent seclusion. Allows Elspeth to fast travel to this location, immune to diplomatic penalties from trespassing against region owner. Enables replenish. Oh, okay, so that's interesting, yeah, because otherwise you'd be constantly pissing off the other Empire factions by moving. Enables replenishment in foreign territory, all armies in local and adjacent regions. When Elspeth von Draken is present, the Gardens of more fast travel is reduced by 50%. And it gets a garrison of halberdiers. Oh, great, yeah, so she gets her own guard at the tower guard. Right, okay, so what we got? Amethyst College. The Amethyst College is dedicated to the study of Shyish, the most feared and powerful Law of Death. Unlocks the Amethyst Wizard, +2 for battle wizards, Winds of Magic parries at +10. So that is very good. Temple of More, so the temple doors are always open, representing the portal which allows the safe passing of life to the other side. Unlocks recruitment of Knights of More Elect Account State Troops. Mercenary replenishment time -10 for Knights of More Elect Account State Troops. Corruption -5. That'll be something good to have perhaps at, yeah, because it's got a pretty strong garrison. So maybe in the frontier regions when we're at war with a faction, especially if it's vampires, which no doubt it will be, that'll be a good thing to build, the temples. And then finally we've got the Militia of More. Not even death could stop the dedicated warriors of More from defending the lands they call home. So it reduces the upkeep of all armies in local and adjacent regions. Global recruitment duration reduced, global recruitment capacity +1. Pretty decent. Oh, and this actually unlocks recruitment of a lot of troops as well. And it's pretty varied. I mean, you've got the halberdiers, so you got your spearmen, you got your handgunners, you got your Empire Knights, so and you got artillery. So this is something that you would definitely build, just right in the middle of a, maybe if you're surrounded somewhere over the other side of the map, gives you access to recruitment and reduces the cost of your armies. That's pretty good to have as well. I've got to build one of these now, haven't I? I think I'm going to go for this one, the Amethyst College. It seems like something that we would do back home. Okay.
Lady of Shyish.
And I think we're ready to launch an assault here on this city. I'm going to throw in a quick save. I'm not going to save scum or anything, but I'm going to throw a quick save just in case the worst happens and I end up getting wiped out.
Bring darkness upon our foes.
But I just feel like if we keep waiting now, he's just going to get stronger. Yeah, see, an auto-resolve would wipe out loads of people. I don't feel like I'm confident enough. I think that he might be looking at this and thinking, Pyrrhic victory. I think he's going to launch an assault. I think he's going to sally forth. Let's continue the siege.
Their end is inevitable.
Yeah. Let's look at this again. So now I see, yeah. And I think you can only have 5, I think, is what it was saying, isn't it? So you have to remove 1 to build another. That makes sense. And that's just saying, okay, we're building, teleport isn't available at the moment, yeah, because we only have 1, so yeah, okay, I understand that now. We only still have 148, so I can't do anything there, and quick deals, can't do anything there, fair enough. Okay, let's jump to the next, let's see if he sallies forth.
Welcome them.
But that'd be a no. He hasn't sallied forth. However, we do have
For
a battering
Sigmar
ram now,
and
which might improve our chances. It has improved our chances. It means that we only lose, if we auto-resolve, we only lose 2. They are taking attrition though, I think.
I protect
Or did
the
they already
Empire.
have that? Oh no, they are
Either
actually taking attrition. This settlement is suffering attrition losses as it is under siege. Right, I didn't realise that was what happened actually.
The other
that you take
side
attrition
beckons.
when you're under siege, so I wonder if something's causing that. But if that's the case and we're not taking attrition,
Send
in
these
fact,
spirits to Moore's
we're
realm.
actually healing. Is
Their
that
end
part of
is
her thing?
inevitable.
Like, that's something I've missed. I know we're immune to vampiric attrition, so that's good. Maybe that's why it's happening then, because we're immune to vampiric. No, I don't know why we're actually replenishing in enemy territory. Oh, we've got some quests here as well, so these are definitely things I'm going to be doing. Right, I think it's going to be a case of
More will welcome them.
of ending turn again. I often wondered what it would be like if this game also had a you know, like a bit of a paradox thing where it's like you just press play and it moves forward and you can speed time up and stuff. I wonder if, but of course it's turn based, and I just wondered what it would be like if it was a bit more paradoxy. Anyway, next turn. Okay.
Mortality unavoidable.
Sure.
For known.
So we could auto-resolve this now and just get through it. I think what I'll do is I would ordinarily auto-resolve this, but given the fact that I'm recording this and hoping people find it interesting, I probably will fight it. So let's do that.